Say fellas, you ever hate the character you're playing as?
Fix what? They're dead!
It's literally your fault, you stupid ass. I hesitate to say I had fun playing Mouthwashing, considering the serious themes involved, but I enjoyed playing it. It surely hurt, and I wanted to share it with you. Let's get started. Mouthwashing tells the story of the 5 crew members working aboard the freighter spaceship, the Tulpar. Curly, the steadfast pilot, Anya, the nervous nurse, Swansea, the crotchety engineer, Daisuke, his plucky assistant, and Jimmy, the co-pilot and certified unlikable guy. See? Bing! A notable side character in this story is the company, which is characterized by its mascot, Polly. We join our ill-fated crew after the ship was intentionally crashed into an asteroid, which, considering that the ship exists within the cold, unrelenting vacuum of space, is very concerning. This was presumably done by Curly, considering that he was in the cockpit at the time and was left horribly disfigured by the impact and resultant emergency foam, which dispersed to avoid assured destruction of the crew and ship. And the cargo, of course. I didn't forget about you, Polly. Unsurprisingly, the crash was actually caused by Jimmy, because he is a self-serving douche nozzle who is incapable of taking responsibility for any of his own actions, but most notably refuses to own up to his previous inappropriate relations with Anya. So he went for the nuclear option. But the crew blames Curly, who can't speak his side anymore, and there's no shot Jimmy is admitting to anything short of on pain of death. So Jimmy takes over as acting captain of the Tulpar, but considering the situation with Anya, the dwindling food and medical supplies, their cargo being an Amazon warehouse of useless mouthwash, and Jimbo having never been considerate of anyone else in his entire life, crew morale and interrelations quickly spiral to an all-time low. So low, in fact, that Jimmy either directly or indirectly causes the death of all the crew members on board, except Curly, who he forces into cryostasis as an extra fuck you. If the ship is ever recovered by the Pony Express, Curly will be the one to take the fall for the ruined ship, the dead crew, and the ransacked mouthwash. All while Jimmy convinces himself that he's such a hero, doing this for his best pal Curly, that he's fixed everything, just how he kept saying he was going to. What do you mean fixed? You ate his leg, you psychopath.
Flashback.
For what purpose are we gonna eat his leg? Oh, everyone gets a serving. That's really nice.
End of flashback.
And then offing himself with the gun that the Pony Express provides as captain protection. A gun on a spaceship. Thanks, Polly. What a pal. There are achievements for starting and finishing the game, but no other story achievements than those 2. Mostly the achievements are a little funny haha, which is incongruous considering the game contents, but I fuck with it. There are achievements for collecting all of the crew members' ID cards, getting jump scared by an astral projection of Curly, staring at this post-it, mocking Curly by turning him into a puppet, and for wasting company resources, which is not funny haha. I'm sorry you had to see that, Polly. The first set of achievements that I want to highlight revolve around Swansea's Bizarro chapter. Each character has what the devs call a Bizarro chapter, which essentially functions to end the story for that character. It's like closure, but you're in the middle of a bad trip. Swansea's chapter takes place in a graveyard, where he is attacking Jimmy with an axe. There are 2 achievements possible in this chapter. The good ending, for getting killed by Swansea 10 times, and Trick Shot for hitting Swansea with a 360 no-scope. The good ending is super easy to unlock, considering that Swansea is fucking fleet of foot, bro, running around like a cheetah, popping in and out of view between mausoleums like he'd never been there at all. Meanwhile, Jimmy has the swiftness of a geriatric turtle, plus the gun has 2-day delivery on the bullet. So yeah, hella easy to die 10 times. But all of this then makes Trick Shot incredibly difficult and frustrating. I had tried several times to unlock this off recording to no avail, and just happened to one-shot it while recording the footage for this video. Which makes me look super cool, right? Yes! Very cool! The other 2 achievements I want to discuss involve the developer menu. Yes, the developer is rewarding players for getting into their dev menu and fucking with their game. Developer pops just for opening this menu, and as a side note, using this menu is likely to cause bugs or glitches, and I had a couple of crashes myself. There is one other achievement that absolutely requires the use of the developer cheats, any % glitched, which calls for collecting the bottle of mouthwash from Polly in chapter 14 within 35 seconds of starting the chapter. A feat that is literally impossible without the cheats, especially considering that chapter 14 is the stealth sequence, and you'll get eaten by a giant monstrous Polly if you run. And since unlocking this achievement was so fast, I can show you how I did it in its entirety. It's a known bug that you won't get notified when it unlocks. So just check the menu in the bottom for that achievement, and if it says true, then the achievement has been unlocked. Be sure not to click the button right below this menu that will reset all of your progress on the achievements. But you guys are too smart to do that anyway. Like, who would do that? I did that. I did it. And that's all I have for you today. I hope this did not hurt, and if you want a game with some creative achievements, go ahead and give Mouthwashing a shot. Until next time, bye bye.